Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Can you believe it's December the 1st already? It's December, ladies and gentlemen. December. And it's cold here. So cold. But luckily, I have something to warm me up. I wonder what that could be. Do you know? Sure, you do. I have some of the Keto Chow's classic cake donut. Warm. Already mixed up here to try. I'm excited because I haven't had a chance to try it yet. I'll tell you what, though, I've had a chance to smell it. It smells like donuts. So if you haven't had a chance to watch Chris Cook in Nashville's video, he makes funnel cakes out of his, as well as Victor over at Southern Keto. He makes donuts out of his. And I know that a lot of you have videos of your own. So if you have that wrench and you want to share these videos out for everybody to take a look at, please do so. Now, this isn't like coffee hot, but this is nice and like warm. Oh, it's so warm on a cold day. Or this would be great on a cold evening. I love a hot keto chow at night. Butterscotch is my go-to hot flavor currently, but I have to be sparing because you know how it is. They don't have any more, I don't think. But you need to get on buying some of this keto chow if you're wanting to get some. Let's try this here. Again, this is the hot keto chow. Classic cake donut. We're going to try this out here. They must be some wizards over there because this tastes like a donut. Not quite like a liquid donut, like if you took a donut and threw it into a blender. But it's got that classic cake donut, a little bit of spice to it, like a little bit of spice, like a not spicy, but like it's there. Oh. And be sure to go over to Cindy and to Andy's channel and watch their live from Friday night. Spectacular. Great story. Make sure to stories, I should say. Take a look. Watch them on both channels if you can. Help them both out with the hours that they need for their watch time. Mm. How boring is it watching me drink keto chow? Mm. This is a very, very good hot flavor because you think that that donuts be nice warm donuts, right? Especially on a nice cold day like today. It's below freezing here. I have coffee too, don't worry. But I told everybody that I would try this on camera here. It's a very good warm flavor. I really like it. So I'll be drinking this as I'm talking with you all this morning. Then I'll switch over to coffee. Evelyn is here. Good morning, Evelyn. Amy is here. Good morning, Amy. And Matt's bringing the magic. Good magical morning, my friend. United Carnivores here from Tampa Bay. Bonita is here. Good morning. Mr. Gugahan is here. Good morning, John. How are you doing, my friend? Becky is here. Good morning, Becky. PJ St. Pierre, good morning from the woods of up north Michigan. Well, good morning from all the way in the middle of nowhere in the UP. I don't know if you're in the UP, but you're up northern Michigan. Happy December. Time to pack and pack for the cruise in 7 days. Rude. I don't get to go on no stinking cruise. Becky's in the house. Let's see. Watch your story on Cindy's channel last night. Yeah, we're making sure that all these gets shared out for everybody to see. All the stories, all the wonderful things that are going on in the YouTube world, all around us. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning. It's been interesting to watch the different influencers' reaction to the new flavors. Indeed. Bonjour. Well, I'm glad you didn't forget about me, Christian. I'd be heartbroken had you forgot about me. You are very welcome, Andy. Yep. There's Rick. Quackers. Ew, donuts are delicious, Rick. They may not be good for you, but they're delicious. I mean, she'll try it. I'll make her some and see what she thinks about it. Evelyn says we are having. I'm not even going to pronounce that. Caramel chocolate peanut butter and southern pecan flavored coffee. That's pretty. That's a lot of flavors all rolled into one. Good morning, Carnivore K. Christian DeLorme for $5 Canadian, just because I like you. I like you too, my friend. But do you like me? No, just kidding. You might. I mean, who couldn't? I mean, I'm handsome, debonair, goofy as shit. Mm. That is good, though. I really like this. Amy is here. Good morning. Running late today. My son went hunting this morning, forgot his waders. So, mom to the rescue. We are going to try duck goose jerky. Oh, that sounds delightful. Andy says, our daughter and I are taking Susan to see Wicked for the first time this morning, singing Defying Gravity on the way home. I watched the Critical Drinkers review. He actually gave it a relatively decent review. I didn't think he would like it much. I mean, he usually rips movies to shreds. But basically, he said, if you are into the Wicked story, you are going to like the Wicked movie. If you're not into the Wicked story or musicals, you're not going to like the Wicked movie or the musical. So basically, you know. Hey, yo, thank you so much, Heath. He says, thank you so much for waiting for me to finish cooking breakfast before you started the show. Well, I'm here to please, okay? I'm here to please. You know how we do it. John Gugahan says, I put my Christmas decorations up yesterday. Oh, we're waiting for our kids to put our decorations up. They come over and put them up for us because yeah. I mean, I do care. It's just I don't want to do it. Carl's in the house. I knew you were here, Carl. Just like, hello, Susan. Can't forget about Susan. Christian says, for another Canadian $2, I might like you after a few drinks. Oh, I love it. That's amazing. Oh, oh my goodness. Chris Magnuson is in the house. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing, my friend? I'm glad to see you this morning. Amy says, having Oriental cookie flavored coffee. It just finished brewing. All right. I have my espresso with extra espresso waiting for me once this is finished. Rick's cat is in wild mode. Well, anytime you're watching a live, isn't your cat going crazy? It just seems to be the way. The way. I do want to say thank you to anybody who has ordered Keto Chow through my link. Looks like orders are up, and I'm very, very ecstatic about that. I want you all to try these wonderful flavors. Get your hands on the cake donut while you can, as well as the new flavors here of the new flavors for the salty. We got cherry, lemon lime, and grapefruit. Well, I'm touching the wrong ones as I say it. We got cherry chill, lemon lime twist, and what was that one? Groovy grapefruit. So, if you like electrolytes and you don't want any nasty ingredients, anything you don't want, they're pretty transparent about what's in here. No malted extra, no sugar, no weird stuff in here. So, order yourself some. Use my link, get a discount. I get a kickback. It's an affiliate program. I appreciate each and every one of you when you do that, even if you don't. I love your super chats. I love your clicking of my links and buying of the things to help me out, help the channel out. Oh, it says it's probably not a good idea to put a shot of rum in it, but I was thinking it would pair well. Probably would. It probably would pair very well. Chris says, doing well, thanks. Getting ready to make a keto cheesecake. That sounds fantastic. You know, you really should reach out to Chris and let him know that you need an iguana flavor. He said the cake donuts are excellent. It would made great sausage balls and fudge. Sausage balls sound phenomenal with that. Yeah. If you want to know how I make my keto chow, I take the cup without the little ball inside and a half a stick of butter, and I fill it with water and I melt it in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes. Then I dump that in the packet and the packet into the blender, blend it for a couple of minutes, pour it in, let it sit. This set for about 15 minutes. So it wasn't super hot. It was just basically a nice warm. So it would be a perfect for a nice evening, sitting, watching TV, something like that. A nice end of the night type of thing. If you wanted a snack or you felt like you didn't get enough to eat that day. The cake flavor is very good. It does taste a lot like donut. And he says I ordered mine, but they don't arrive till after I leave for the cruise. So my mail sitter will hold it until I get back. I'm so sad that I have to wait to taste them. You're going on the 2KK cruise, right? You don't think they're not going to have some on board? Not going to let you try some? You don't think that Joe and Rachel are going to be bringing some salty on board? Come on. Some salty. They may have some keto. Whether or not they have enough keto chow is a thing. But I imagine they may be bringing some salty because I think they had full bags. I can't understand the words cake and donut could excite anyone. Well, that's like you get excited when an iguana falls out of the tree and lands on your face. Chris with 10 Keto Simple memberships. Fantastic. I truly appreciate you. It looks like Brenda Shope, Craft Beer Guy, Kim Helper, Christina, Beverly Hyenook, Penny Lane, Relax Love, Lady Hawk, Nah Bruh, and Laura Quinez all got memberships. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Chris. You truly are amazing, and I truly appreciate you very much. He says, I love keto chow, but rarely ever drink it. We almost always use it for recipes. Same with us. Typically, we're using it for chaffles or something like that, but there are a handful of flavors that really lend itself to drinking warm. This is one of them. It kind of reminds me of like when I was a kid, I loved Carnation Instant Breakfast. And I just loved it. It was fantastic. So like I do like a good cold chocolate keto chow too. That really kind of hits the spot, or the strawberry does have that kind of carnation-y kind of breakfast drink kind of feel to it. You know what I mean? But yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Chris says he likes what I'm doing. Well, I appreciate that very much. And it's super fantastic to have people here like you and everybody that comes and joins me on the Sunday mornings. It truly is one of those things that I kind of think about sometimes, and I'm like, it's truly amazing that people show up and interact, and we're building a wonderful community just outside of my channel, but with all the wonderful channels that come together and create what we have here, and it's fantastic. Becky said, I make keto chow and split it up into smaller portions for after dinner drinks. So that's a good idea too. Amy says, hopefully your mail sitter doesn't understand what it is and might not be there when you get back. Apple pie is good. Apple pie is good warm. I agree with you there, John. Question. Would the microwave damage the salty electrolyte drinks? I don't think so. I don't know if you would want to drink those warm, but I don't think you would need to worry about that. I've got a kettle on the stove as well. So I would say if you really wanted to warm up and make hot electrolyte beverages, you just use a kettle. I don't know. Not everybody has one, I know, or you could just warm up water through the coffee maker. And then just pour it over your electrolytes and make warm electrolytes. That's kind of like when I was a kid when we didn't feel good, my mom would make us hot Jello water. So she would just dissolve Jello packets, like the Jello packets, into hot water, and we would drink that. So it's kind of weird in hindsight, but at the time it tasted fantastic. Let's see. Let's see. Carnivore K says, I'm going to be on Cindy's channel December 20th. Well, I look forward to seeing that. That's going to be fun. He says, yeah, that's the thing too. Not a fan of warm hot drinks. So there's I also like cold beverages too, but like coffee and an occasional warm beverage at night is really nice. Coffee. It is a weird taste now because that was sweet and this is not. So now there's like a bitterness to my coffee. Mm. Yeah, Amy puts salty in her hot coffee. Yeah, you can do like the caramel, the Coco Loco. And Chris has a good point here. He says just microwave the water before adding the electrolyte mix. Yeah, perfect. Chocolate and caramel salty in my coffee. Also put fruit flavors and hot green tea. That sounds good too. Like I used to love like a nice hot orange spice tea. Beverly says, "Thank you, Chris." Well, thank you, Beverly. Thank you for being here, Beverly. I appreciate you very much. If I didn't already say good morning to you, good morning, Cindy. Happy December, dear. I'm glad you are here. Let's see, I add hot coffee or warm up water in my electric kettle for tea. I love it. So I wanted to jump in and talk about the point of this video, kind of the title of this live today is like, why don't I follow my own advice? Now, again, I don't give advice here because I am not a doctor, healthcare professional, or anything like that. So I do not give any medical advice, life advice, anything like that. You can just take whatever I say with a grain of salt, tea. But Thanksgiving, I did have more than I had planned to have, but not in quantity. I didn't have more food than I had planned to have. I just had more items that I didn't plan on having. The kids brought rolls and macaroni and cheese and that kind of stuff, and I ended up having some of that, and then I had some apple pie, which I had planned on having the apple pie. That was a planned event. I was very much looking forward to apple pie. I did have the apple pie. But it was even just I didn't have a lot of food. So I was home by myself most of the day Thanksgiving doing all the cooking. I cooked 2 turkeys, vegetables, and I made deviled eggs for the first time, which I am not a fan of deviled eggs, but my son-in-law asked for deviled eggs, so he got them. My brother wanted some too, so I made sure he got some. One of our bonus kids was over for Thanksgiving. Well, we have bonus children, so um one of our bonus children was friends with our kids and lived in the neighborhood, and now he lives with them as an adult, and so he comes to all the family functions as he is one of our children. He goes on vacation with us, the whole deal. So he is, for all intents and purposes, one of my children. And then our son-in-law has basically adopted another kid, a grown-up that he works with. He got him the job. They're basically best friends, so he comes over and spends time with us. His family life is not the best, so he comes and hangs out with us. And he liked deviled eggs, so he had some. The son-in-law had some, and then I took my brother some because he wasn't feeling well. Because the day before Thanksgiving, he went to the hospital and was worried about some things where he had pneumonia. Didn't have pneumonia, just had some inflammation in his lungs and stuff. But we always worry because he's had some issues with blood clots in the past. So that's how it goes. But anyway, I felt like hot garbage. And I know what and it's like one of those things. It's like, it's going to happen, but not to the extent that it does for me. Because the way it works for me now, so I should start off by saying in the before days, I would eat as much as I wanted of whatever I wanted. And then I would pass out from a food coma and then wake up the next day and would be, whatever, feeling however I normally felt. But that was bad. But I didn't realize how bad it was. Now, how normally I feel normal, whatever normal is, but I wake up, I don't have pain, I don't have anything. I just wake up and do my daily stuff, right? And I went to bed after having that food, after doing the live. We did the live. I did the live and talked to you guys after midnight. After midnight. And that was over and finished, and I finished up the little short that I put out on YouTube, and then I went to bed, and I fell asleep very quickly, but then I was awake most of the night, feeling like crap, and I don't recommend it. It's like I don't listen to myself, but it's one of those things that there's when, and it's not all to blame of being, a food addict and, having food addiction issues and all of that. It's not so much an excuse of that. It is as sometimes you're just more willing to give yourself permission for things that you shouldn't. Like holidays, it is easier to go, okay, well, there's rolls here. There's not normally rolls in my house. There's not normally macaroni and cheese in our house. There's not normally these things in our house. So it's easy sometimes to just give in. And that's what I did. And, I'm not looking, I don't, it is what it is, and I hate that saying, but I mean, I don't know what else to say. But knowing how bad I feel, it's one of those things, like, knowing that I'm probably gonna do it again eventually, but it's so strange how the food impacts us now, where I would have eaten if I only ate that much before, it would have probably been a major win because I only had a plate, not even an oversized plate, just a normal sized plate, and that was it. Then I had a normal sized slice of pie for me, and then I just felt like garbage. It was rough. So yeah, so it's just it's just weird how you're gonna feel like you. Sometimes it's almost like every once in a while you go through that just as a reminder of what it feels like, and then you're good for a couple of months, and you're able to kind of stay on track because you don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like that. And then it's okay. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna have my meat and my eggs, and I'm just gonna, eat what makes me feel good. And then a couple of months goes by, and then something happens, and you're like, "Well, I'm gonna have some of this. It won't be a big deal." Then it makes you feel like crap, and you just kind of repeat the process. And maybe it's just me, maybe it's not. Um, it's just one of those things I wanted to kind of put out there today. How easy it is to not follow your own advice. Like when I know better. I'm not new to this. I've been living a keto lifestyle for going on 9 years. And it's easy most of the time to avoid these things because most of us are going to set ourselves up for success. We don't set ourselves up for failure. I don't go to the store and pack our cabinets and our refrigerator full of carbohydrate stuff just so I can try to avoid it. No, we don't buy it. We don't keep it in the house. The only real carbohydrate foods that we really keep in the house on a normal basis is fruit for the young one. She loves fruit. And okay, so we get her fruit, and then she has ham and bacon and eggs most days. But I mean, there's not dinner rolls in our house on a normal basis. There's not mac and cheese on a normal basis in our house. We still have a couple boxes of the perfect keto stuff, but that is what it is. But, it's just one of those things like, oh, yeah, be sure to hit the thumbs up. That truly means the world to me. Um, if you want your channel to be shared in the chat, let Evelyn or one of my wonderfully beautiful mods know. I would truly appreciate that. That way we can get everybody shared out so everybody gets recognition for the hard work that they put into their channels. Amy said, I had one bite of my friend's mashed potatoes yesterday just so I could tell her how awesome they tasted. Yeah, we didn't have any mashed potatoes, but yeah. Genetic Carnivore says, my name is Michael and I'm a carb addict. My name is Dustin and I'm a carb addict too. 155%. Yes, Amy says the same thing. It's not even that for me necessarily. It is just, I mean, it may be kind of in the background, but it's just the thing where it's there. Sometimes it's easy just to give yourself permission against your own better judgment, I guess. But I was like, oh, sounds good to me. And then, I shouldn't have. But I kind of also wonder at the same time what I talked about is every few months you have that reminder of how not good you feel when you have that stuff. So I guess you can kind of get a positive out of the negative. Chris says, I'm not nor planning on to be a YouTuber, but I do have a weight loss journey blog. Could it be shared? 100%. And if you are so inclined to want to share your story, Cindy does lives where she talks with people. I have just hitting things. I have guests on where we talk about journeys and such, and other people have channels that do the same thing. So if anytime you want to share your story on one of our channels, just let us know. We'd be more than happy, or all of them. You can go on all of them. We would be glad to have you. See, I didn't even see this until just now. Yeah. Let's see. My house has a selection of carbs. Hubs is a carb burner here. I just have to say no. It's not always easy. Yeah, that's the thing, is it's not always easy. We've had various kids live in our house across time after since we've been keto, and they'll bring food into the house and make food, and then they're like, "Oh, do you want to have this pasta?" No. Most of the time, it's easy to say no. Most of the time, it's not even a thought. But sometimes you just dive in head first, and then you think about the consequences later. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm a little chilly, but I wouldn't say I'm frozen. Chris said he would be happy to be interviewed if my story can help others. Here's the deal: there's something in everybody's story that can help somebody else. Sometimes it's one of the smallest details that may not even seem like anything to you, but it's something that would connect you to somebody else who goes, somebody else has that thing. Somebody has that thing that I've been dealing with. Somebody else knows what I'm going through. I'm not alone. And that's huge. That's one of the most important reasons to share your story, because your story may be verbatim to somebody else's, except for one or two small little details, you know? Snowing here lightly. Got you back. I don't know if it was just me. Everything seems to be working because I've got me up here just to kind of keep an eye on things. 48 degrees in Orlando. Oh my goodness. It sounds like a good day to ride the mine train. Oh, one of these days, Maddie, to talk to you and see what you think about the new $500 a day fast pass stuff they've got going on. Let's see. Yeah, Cindy telling Chris that she does lives Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. She'll get you set up. Just reach out to her. Beverly says, fresh buns, my downfall. Ate two yesterday. I know how it affects my knee joints. Last night, made my egg white bread, and it seemed to save me. And that seems to save me if I really need it. Yeah, 100%. And he's telling us he's 51 degrees in Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Mm. I'm sleepy today, boys and girls. Sherry Watkins is in the house. Good morning, Sherry. I'm so glad to see you. So glad to see you this morning, Sherry. You are a sight for sore eyes. Look at that. I met Sherry. I think the first time I met Sherry was in Low Carb for Better Health in Nashville, Tennessee. Well, not Nashville. It was like an hour kind of west of Nashville, I think. Hour like southwest at a park. Um, yeah, it was pretty awesome. How is everybody doing? How was everybody's Thanksgiving in Dixon, Tennessee? That's right. That was in 2023. I didn't get a chance to go in 2024. Maybe 2025 will be different. Hopefully things will be better and I have some more disposable income. I did work for a couple hours yesterday for the first time. So I had to go pick up some people off of a train and I didn't have a radio to talk to them so that most of the vans have like CB radios in them. This one was a loner van and didn't have one. Yeah, so that was difficult. Steaksgiving was delightful. Isn't it delightful? We had 2 turkeys and a ham. Cindy, our Thanksgiving was nice, just Brian and Debbie. Oh, that's beautiful. Matt said Thanksgiving was awesome. Sarah made a bunch of food. We'll be putting out a video of the meal prep for it. That sounds fun. Looking forward to that. Amy says, I had 2 Thanksgivings. I hosted both. They were great, but I need a nap. That's right. Yes, naps are very important. So today I have to go out and try to hopefully venture and find a particular doll at Costco. Our Costco didn't have one. I bought a backup just in case. The other ones only had that, and then I can make the switch. But we'll see how that goes. Hmm. I'm sleepy today, boys and girls. We went to bed relatively early last night, too. I'm having my coffee. Hmm. Let's see. Sherry says, I'm here, still in unbelief about my nephew. Thanksgiving for me was a cheat day, but nothing I ate made me happy as McDonald's quarter pounders I had yesterday, trying to get back to triple B and E. I don't know if I understand. I don't know what I know what's going on about your nephew. Well, hope I'm don't know what to say about that. I don't know the situation. But I'm glad that you're back on track. And I'm kind of thinking about maybe doing a fast before the new year instead of at the new year. Typically, I start the year with a fast, but I'm kind of thinking maybe doing a fast between now and Christmas. If anybody wanted to join me, you could set your own terms. You could do a sardine fast, egg fast, water fast, whatever you wanted to do. I would be doing like probably a 7-day water fast, just electrolytes and water for me. But we'll have to see how I feel about that. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Sherry. I'm very sorry to hear about that. He says keto beef Wellington, spicy broccoli, cauliflower rice casserole, pork belly Brussels sprouts, and keto chow cake donut, cranberry fudge. That's a lot. You guys went all out. Sorry for the vague. That's you know what? There's no need to apologize, Sherry. Not at all. And it's understandably so. Penny Lane is here. Good morning, Penny Lane. I drank my carbs, that dang Pepsi. I'll tell you what, when you go to a restaurant and you order a Diet Pepsi or whatever, and they give you the real thing, I'll know within a few sips, even if it's not always the taste that gives it away, it's the mouthfeel and like what it does to the back of my throat. It's almost like I just know. And then as soon as you have the first few drinks, you're way thirstier than you were before. And I don't get that with diet soda. So there's some obvious telltale signs, and I'm like, hey, can I get a diet soda? This isn't diet. And They're usually like, and then they'll bring you back. I've had them bring back and keep bringing regular soda, so it means they probably have their machine hooked up wrong or whatever. Yeah, but you were home. Everybody sending their condolences to Sherry and all that. So your our thoughts are with you, dear. Yes. Chris Cook in Nashville is in the house. Good morning, Chris. Chris. Chris, Ash, and Mel. Good morning. I hope you're having a lovely morning. Hope you're bright eyed and bushy tailed. Hope your coffee is warm and delicious. Uh, whew. So Chris just showed up, but I want to let him know that we did try. I did do a taste test of the classic cake donut warm as a shake. Two thumbs up. Well, there's a thumb over here somewhere. Two thumbs up. It's pretty good. I like it. Carnivore K said, I had Thanksgiving breakfast with my mom, cheated a smidge with hash brown casserole. Other than that, meat and eggs was supposed to have the traditional meal today, and most of my family is now sick. Well, I am so sorry for that. Just start calling us Crash. Crash. It's like one of those 90s Disney cartoons. Hey, my name's Crash. Buddy. Chris says, I love the cake donut. Yeah, you made an awesome funnel cake. It looked awesome. Yeah, Heath is talking about how the diet sodas with aspartame are no bueno for his MS. Um, for a while, I want to say that they were releasing some of the name like the major players were releasing aspartame free sodas. I'm guessing they were using sucralose. Um, I don't know how sucralose impacts you, but I don't know how easy that is to find. And typically, where there's sucralose, there's Ace K as well. But yeah. So Sherry has a question: is unflavored seltzer water bad for teeth? I would say probably not, but let's take a look here. Let's see what we can find on the interwebs here. What it said, yes, unflavored seltzer water can potentially have a minor negative impact on teeth, but the risk is generally low compared to other beverages. Here's why. Acidity from carbonation. Acidity from carbonation, seltzer water is slightly acidic because it contains carbonic acid, which forms when the carbon dioxide dissolves in water. The acidity could weaken tooth enamel over time with excessive or frequent consumption. Erosion risk. While the acidity in seltzer water is much lower than in soda or citrus juices, prolonged exposure to an acidic beverage can contribute to enamel erosion, especially if oral hygiene is poor. So it's basically what it's saying is it's possible, but not necessarily very likely. It's just one of those things that they kind of have. I asked a question, they're giving me an answer of yes, but I imagine if you have to probably be drinking a bunch every day, and I imagine that they do get pricey. It said mitigating the risk, rinse with water, drink with meals, use a straw, oral hygiene, maintaining good brushing and flossing habits, using fluoride tooth. I needed fluoride toothpaste, whatever. Help protect enamel. What to avoid: adding lemon or lime to your seltzer, which increases acidity. Overconsumption of seltzer throughout the day without breaks. In general, for people with good dental health habits, unflavored seltzer water is unlikely to cause significant harm to teeth. So there is that, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick little breakdown of that. Have a good day, Amy. Glad you were here. Be safe. Yeah. So Hungry He says, thankfully, I have no issues with Zevia. I have an issue with Zevia. I think it's gross. And I'm probably in the minority there thinking that it's gross, but I have tried as many flavors as I can because whenever we would go to Fresh Time, they typically would have cans in the cooler. So we would buy a can or two of a different flavor each time we would go, and just never found one that tasted. They all just taste bad. But that's us. Yeah, drink through a straw. So Sherry said it's interesting. I drink it at bedtime. Sometimes I'll drink it. So seltzer waters, I don't drink them on a regular occasion. I typically have them in the house, but typically I only drink them if I'm having or if I feel like an indigestion or I feel like I need to burp. Like, like you just have that feeling like you've got a gas bubble, you can't get it to move or whatever. And you just throw back one of those and I feel a lot better. I get a big burp out and feel much better. So yeah. Rick says, I'm boring, only drinking water. Well, you can have, a guana claw tea. Yeah, carnivore cases. I don't care for Zevia either. Let me look and see what sodas, like, do they make like Diet Pepsi? Let's see. Let's see. Minute Maid sparkling fruit flavored drinks contain sucralose, Powerades, Dasani flavored waters. Pepsi Edge it's discontinued. Pepsi product that contains sucralose and corn syrup. Gross. Coca-Cola C2, a discontinued Coca-Cola product contains sucralose, corn syrup, aspartame. I don't just do it all in there. Hanson's, there's sucralose and Ace K, but no aspartame. I haven't seen Hanson's in a while. Hanson's were okay. They weren't the best, but they were okay. Let's see. Jones, if you can find it, it looks like Jones soda uses like if it would slow down. Let's see, caramel color, potassium, there's a citric acid, sucralose. Jones Diet, if you can find, is a mix of sucralose and Ace K. Yeah, I'm not sure what. I know that there was a while where Diet Coke had a Splenda flavor. They had some that said aspartame free, but it typically just was one of those things where I think they did it for the marketing, but they didn't keep it. Yeah, I guess there's Coke, unopened can of Diet Coke with Splenda, but I don't think they make that anymore because it's on eBay here or whatever for $100. So I'm going to say that it's a no. I'll tell you what sodas, if you can find them. Um, I like the Shastas. Shastas are sucralose sodas, and they're cheap. So if you have a Menards in your area, you can get sodas for cheap. They're like $4, $5 a 12 pack. So they're cheaper than like Diet Coke and stuff. Um, so keep an eye out for those. Jeff Falls is in the house. He said, I am late, slept in. You are fine. Trust me. I'm feeling the tired this morning. I'm feeling very tired this morning. Let's see. Most sugar-free drinks are over sweet. Yeah. Rick, yeah, you do need to make a video of how to make iguana claw tea. But Shasta is even becoming harder to find. I know that you can get specific flavors at Menards. I reached out to Shasta to talk about them to see if I can get something, and they said no. They said no, but by no means they didn't respond to me. But Shasta's got a dot. They've got let's see. They've got a lemon. They've got an orange, a cola. I wanted to try. They had for a while. They had like a fruit punch, but I could never find it. It was a tiki punch, but I couldn't find it. They had a diet tiki punch, and I wanted to try that. I wanted to try that, but never could find it. So keep diet Shasta in your head, like a sugar-free Shasta. That's something to keep in mind as they do that fun stuff. Dale is here. I think that is Guinea Pig. Cindy with $10. So thankful for you, Dustin, the support you have given me and everyone in this community. Thank you. Well, that's what we're here for. We wouldn't be a community if there was no support. You know what I'm saying? There would be no community if we didn't support each other. That's what we do. Thank you. Truly appreciate you very much. Sonny's in the house. Good morning, Sonny. I hope you're doing good. Sharon says, working for myself today. Cabinet doors are calling for the next coat to finish. Have a good day, Sharon. Hope to talk to you soon. John Gugahan is out of here. He says, he's getting in for church. Have a good day. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, Dale 38 is Brian, aka Guinea Pig. Oh my goodness. Sonny gifted 5 Keto Simple memberships. What a fantastic day today. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh. So I wanted to talk about this because I went to put all the new names, all the new members in my little streaming thing here. And I had to cut the name short because it gives me 1,000 characters, which was more than enough for a while. But this is 95 of you guys all in here. So I had to cut it short. So if you see your name, it's not the full one, but it wouldn't fit. Chat GPT for the win. I had to put all the names in and use Chat GPT to shorten everything down and fit under 1,000 characters. It did a wonderful job. Truly did a wonderful job. Now I got to figure out how to add 15 more names. So we were at 95. Now we're at 110. Woo! 110 memberships. Giving me the vapors. Woo! Matt Franklin said, Thank you all for all the support for everyone, helping the smaller channels build up to reach even more people about this lifestyle. That's the thing, is if we can't reach people, how do we help them? If we can't reach each other, how do we help each other? That's the thing, is like we have to be there to help everybody. Otherwise, we're not doing what we say we're doing. Like if I'm here saying, I want to help all these people, but then I'm gatekeeping, everything. It's like what I tried to say the other day. I did a live on Tuesday with Chandra and the lioness team that was going live at the same time, and they were having Courtney Luna as a guest. I shared that out because not everybody's going to get something from my live, but some people may get something more. They may get something better from their live. So I share out lives, even if they're the same time as me, because I understand that while I enjoy having you guys here, you may get more benefit from being at a different live. You can watch me in replay, you can watch them in replay. Knowing that they exist may help you better than being here watching me. I can't be selfish because when at the end of the day, we're here for community, we're here to help each other. And I can't sit here with good conscience knowing that there's something else going on at the same time that I'm doing something that could help you more. Now, I enjoy each and every one of you when you come in here and you hang out with me and we have a good talk. I enjoy that immensely. It's the highlight of my week. But if there was another channel that went live at the same time as me on Sunday mornings, I would share that out because I don't know if you need that more than you need to be here. Now, there is a lot that I get out of this. I get a lot out of this. I get community, joy, I get companionship, I get someone to talk to, someone to hang out with while I have my coffee. I get an immense pleasure out of doing this every day or every Sunday, Tuesdays, whenever we go live with other channels. But that's not the only reason why we do it. We do this because you guys need something. You're here trying to find answers. You're here trying to find community. And even if you get community from me, you may get better answers from a different channel. So I have to be able to put my money where my mouth is and go, okay, here are these channels. That's why I'm totally open to anybody sharing all of this. Share your channels, share videos that if there's ever a video that you saw during the week that impacted you, that you think somebody else needs to see, share it with them directly, share it with all of us. I mean, that's what we're here for, because there's no way we are all going to see all the same videos. There's no way we're all going to see all the same lives. We're not going to see all the same recipe videos. We're not going to be subscribed to the same channels because there is such an immense number that you're going to see some that I don't. And the way our feeds work, things are going to get recommended to you that don't get recommended to me. And if something sticks out to you that goes, blows your hair back, oh man, everybody needs to know this for sure, then bring it and we'll talk about it. That's what we're here for. Good morning, Tanya. Thank you for being here. She says, good morning, Dustin and everyone. Well, I am glad you are here this morning. Dustin, sample questionnaire and email. Watch for it. Wait, what's happening? Let's see. Are you going to the Mishawaka meetup? The Wishawaka? Oh, waka waka waka. For rockin' Keto Amy. I am trying to plan for it. I do not know 100% for sure if I'm going to be able to make it up there. I'm going to try. So we'll see. I want to go. I also want to go to a show on Monday, which means I gotta text somebody and see because they said they may have an extra ticket. But yeah, there's things that I want to do. Andy says, in the new year, I'll probably start having live streams up to up my watch hours. 100%. Everybody should be doing a live stream. We're going to overlap. We're going to be gone at the same time as others. It's an unfortunate thing that can happen, but it's still good. Oh, my nose is a little bit runny. Love for Life is a new member. Thank you so very much. Truly appreciate you. Good morning, Rick. So who all is planning to go visit Amy's meetup next week? I'm trying to do it here. We'll see how it actually works out. You know how we do it. Oh, my goodness gracious, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Evelyn are going to be there. All right. I mean, I was already trying. Like I said, I'm going to do my best to be there. It's like a 3-hour drive. So I would have to like basically get in the car right after this to get there on time. I think it's an hour earlier, I think. Love for Life says, my pleasure, and hello, everyone. The newest member of the Keto Simple. I don't even know what to call you guys. Whatever, it's fine. You're just people. My people. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. The weather started getting rough. I used to watch Gilligan's Island and be like, ugh, but they all stink. Then like I've learned more and more things about that show over the years where they had to be careful when they would film because they would hear the highway noises because they like butted up like right against one of the major highways in Los Angeles because they were like on a back lot and like I guess that lagoon of theirs was like 2 to 4 feet deep. Love for Life says, glad I found you. It's so hard to get back on track. It can be very difficult to get back on track. And that's one of the major things that I like about this community is we do support each other and my brain just went fuzzy, but that's fine, right? It's Sunday morning. But we're here for each other, and we all know what it's like to get off track and then try to claw your way back. But it's possible. And that's what we're here to as well, just to say, you know what? It is possible to find your way back. Realistically, just my usual go-to phrase is just, you know, if you've had a bad meal, the next meal is back on track meal. I mean, I know as much as we don't want to throw away food or we don't want to waste food, if that food that you're going to waste is going to cause you more harm than good, toss it in the garbage. And then just start over with some burger patties or whatever you need to do, whatever is easy. Andy says, I'm so sorry to have to miss it, but we'll be on the 2KK cruise. Just rub it in, okay? Just rub it in. You just got to promise me, pinky square, that you'll give Rachel, a couple of hugs for me, please. I'd appreciate that. Joe, too. I know as uncomfortable he'll be. Like, this one's for Dustin. Urgh. Autocorrect is absolute menace to society. I screwed up myself. Thank you. Oh, that's what we do here. That's what we do here. Ah. It's been a busy week. Holidays take a lot out of you. Take a lot out of me. Stacy is finally here. Good morning, Stacy. We love you so very much. Oh, I sent I sent Stacy an article. I can't remember I can't remember what cruise line it is, but one cruise line is now prohibiting the use of pineapples. Oh, you can't put pineapple stickers on your doorways anymore on their cruise ships. I think it might be Carnival. Oh, I thought it was hilarious. Cindy, we cannot go next weekend. Rude. Bonita was wondering where in North Carolina Carnivore K is from. West North Carolina, born and raised on the playground is where she spent most of her days. You're very welcome. Now let us know if you are so inclined. Um, what kind of got you off track? Was it just this holiday? Was it something that happened more? I mean, like you don't have to share too much, but just to kind of give us an understanding. I mean, obviously it's enough for you to come and find us, which is good. But yeah, I mean, I was off track for Thanksgiving, and then even the next day, I had another slice of pie. I was so looking forward to the Costco apple pie, but it was too tart and too too acidic, and I just couldn't enjoy it very much, and it just made me feel like trash. So yeah, I have half a Costco pie sitting in my kitchen. I'm just gonna throw it in the garbage. As much as it hurts me to waste food, I know if I eat it, I'll just feel bad, and I'm not gonna do that to myself because I don't know why I don't follow my own advice. Yes. So I've only been to North Carolina a little bit. So Love for Life says, I'm in Indiana now, but miss North Carolina. I lived there for many, many years. I'm in Indiana. Amy is in Indiana. Most people are not far from Indiana. Like my lady Laugh a Lot Andy is only 2 hours from here, 2 hours from me. Cindy's a couple hours from me. Um, there is a meetup next week, next Sunday in Mishawaka, that Amy is holding. I don't know if it's too late to get involved in that. I don't know if I'm going to be there or not. It's just one of those. We've had a lot of meetups going on. We've come out of KPL into our own meetup because we do a meetup twice a year. We'll be doing another one in May. I believe it's May the 24th. I don't know if Jennifer Lucas is listening. She may or may not be listening. So yeah, I'm in Central Indiana. Um, but we do a meetup twice a year in Central Indiana. We'll be doing it May 24th. That one should be a big one for the record books. Um, oh wow, Love for Life is in Indianapolis. All right, you are very close to us. I'm in the Brownsburg area. Um, yes, very very close to me. Joe is here. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, everyone. Dropping in to say hello this morning. Well, welcome, 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 Joe. How serendipitous it is that you are in Indianapolis. Very, very close. Yeah, we'll be kind of dormant in Indianapolis until May. I know that a lot of the things kick off again come springtime. There'll be a lot. I know next week there was next week there is a meetup in Mishawaka, like 3 hours away. It's at a Mexican restaurant. Um, and then come springtime, like the Ohio meetups start. There's usually one or two meetups. There's usually the last couple of years. There's been two meetups in Columbus, Ohio. I know if Heath is still in the chat, there's going to be a thing sometime. Is it March for the Hungry Heath meetup in Columbus, Ohio? I know they're going into Columbus, Ohio, maybe even through Indiana, um, through here. Maybe I will probably see them in Columbus anyway, because I typically venture out to Columbus. Um, um, yeah. Yeah, so there is Rockstar Pizza in Brownsburg, Indiana. So if you are in the Indianapolis area, Rockstar Pizza is a very keto friendly restaurant. They have keto crust pizza, they have keto breadsticks, keto sandwiches, they have keto soups. They typically have two soups every day. They have a broccoli cheddar and an Asiago cauliflower. I don't know what the Asiago cauliflower tastes like. I don't think I've ever had that one, but the broccoli cheddar is always very delightful. They have I like the keto breadsticks with pepperoni and sausage on them. They have desserts. Just depends on the day. So you can check that out. Um, yeah, they have like a medium sized pizza that you can get. That's a keto crust pizza. It's very good. And then like, you can get the breadsticks. That's phenomenal. So I mean, there's a lot out there here, and like we're very lucky here in Central Indiana to have places like Rockstar Pizza. Um, I mean, that's one of like three places that we go to get food. Shandra and I, we'll go to Rockstar Pizza. We go to BW3's, at least for the time being. They fry all their wings in tallow. And then they're right next to Rockstar Pizza. There's a Mexican restaurant called El Toro, and I know there's a couple of El Toros around Indianapolis. We just happen to go to the Brownsburg one. It's very close to us. And then they have like this big plate of fajitas. Even if you don't get the tortillas, the rice and beans, it's still a really filling entree for like $15. You really can't beat it. Yeah. Cindy says, Dustin, you and Shannon should meet up with at Rockstar with Love for Life. I mean, what says she wants to meet up? I mean, I'm a weirdo. But yeah. But yeah. Yeah, Love for Life. She says that due to her health, she doesn't travel much, but willing to meet up. Fantastic. Um, well, I hope that your health does improve. Hmm. Good morning, Victor. Victor from Southern Keto was in the house. He had a video. You can go check it out. He had a video taking the Keto Chow classic cake donut, turning them into actual donuts. I like it because his videos give you the power to do what you want. Let's see. Stacy says, I'm still fighting a headache. It's been weeks. It's been weeks of it, maybe since eye surgery. My eye checked out okay. Frustration. Some days are worse than others. Well, we need to get you feeling better, dear. We need to get you feeling better. Can't have you feeling bad. That hurts my feelings. You're too awesome to feel bad. You know what I'm saying? And my coffee is gone already. Typically, it lasts about 2 hours. We're hour and 15 into this, and I already drank one of these of the Keto Chow donut flavor warm. I drank one of these already. It was fantastic. So if you haven't had a chance to try the new donut flavor, try it hot. Half stick butter, water, microwave, 3 minutes. Pour it into a blender with your powder. Blend it up for 2 to 5 minutes. Pour it into a cup, let it sit for a couple of minutes, and then enjoy. This also works very well with chocolate and butterscotch. If you have butterscotch, oh, and I bet it would be good with peppermint. If you were one of the lucky people that has peppermint. Oh, look at that. Love for Life loves you, Southern Keto. She loves your recipes. Look at that, Victor. If you like his recipes, we've got who else makes recipes? Is that Chris Cook in Nashville guy? Does he have recipes? He probably does. He has a couple. Warm chocolate mint is good too. I don't the chocolate mint, the mint flavor is off to me. I don't know. It just doesn't taste like it does. It does. I almost like. I wish they would do like a chocolate peppermint. I need to take peppermint and chocolate and mix them together. I think I would like that a lot. I think mixing chocolate and peppermint. I think that would be the way to go. Almost like a keto, like a keto like peppermint bark. I think Chris Cook in Nashville has one or two recipes that might entertain you. Just a couple. Him and has Southern Keto. Southern Keto's got maybe two or maybe five recipes. Oh, so many awesome people in this community, and I love them so very much. And they're all super nice too. That's the thing. Great, great people. Love you people. Cindy is great sometimes. And let's see. I have a shake in the fridge right now. Now of peppermint mixed with chocolate collagen. Mm-mm. That sounds delightful. I think I need to try the peppermint and the chocolate together and see how I feel about it. Did I say peanut butter? That's not what I meant. Chocolate and peppermint. Oh. Why do you have to be a brat? I mean, aren't I kind of one of your kids now? I'm kind of like an adopted kid. Yes. Never drop the espresso. Never, ever drop espresso. Coffee is always more important than friends. Coffee is always more important than friends. You can make new friends, but you can't have more coffee. Oh, wait. Is that right? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Don't wow me. Love realizes I found the perfect place. That is totally messed up, Dustin. How? Coffee is life. Definitely not, Chris. I feel that on a deep level. I got one hand on my coffee and the other hand typing. Oh, this is the one time I wish I wasn't home alone because then I could have someone make me more coffee. Like yesterday, I wanted to make bacon but didn't want to make bacon, and I had to wait till the end of the night when I got back from doing everything I had to do yesterday to make bacon. So I made 2 pounds. So I've got about a pound left in the fridge. Ugh. We know you don't like coffee. Without coffee, I couldn't be the person who has friends. Oh, 100%. I had a 40-ounce cup, but I had to throw it away. I had to throw it away. Carl says, let's see. I can make more coffee. Sadly, just like friends, you can occasionally get burned. I burnt myself. Look at this. I burnt myself making those I can't even see it. I burnt myself making those deviled eggs. So I have the egg cooker that sits on top of the counter that cooks 7 eggs at a time, and it was sitting just in front of where I have my paper towel holder. And I reached over to pull the paper towel, and the steam coming up from the egg cooker got me real good. And it hurts. Like I forgot about it last night and was scratching my arm, and I'm like, ow. There you go, Chris. Good answer. 100%. May your coffee kick in before reality does. Reality doesn't start until I've had coffee. Yeah, it's not bad. It looks worse than it is. I think I've had like where like making like the butter bob chicken, cooking chicken thighs in lard. I've had it splash all up my arm and like just red welts all across my arm. That sucked real bad. I'm gonna tell you about that. That looked so bad, but it didn't. It just blistered all the way across, and I was just gonna run it under cold water for a long time, and then just it kind of looked cool for a while, like I had like some weird like tattoo on my arm. But be careful out there, folks. Cooking can be dangerous. Even just like that's just like the steam rising. What is that? I can't even get my fat arm up there. That's just like steam rising off one of those little things. Like I gave, yeah. Just be careful out there, folks. It's dangerous out there. Cindy, Carl says, try mushroom coffee. Be careful what kind of mushrooms you use, Cindy. You might meet somebody that you don't, that, you might change dimensions. Burns are the worst. 100%. They're not fun. Cindy got the Chris Cook and Nashville knives last night. Need to do an unboxing video using them now. Yeah, that'd be cool. Sharing Victor's channel and Chris's channel to make sure everybody's following. I tried so you can get like this little things of mushroom coffee like at Kroger and stuff. It's like an instant, like it's almost like mushroom espresso. And I was adding it to my coffee. It was like $10 for a small little jar. And I bought one and I just wanted to try it for a while to see if I noticed any difference. I didn't necessarily notice any difference. No real difference in flavor. Nothing like that. No real difference in mental capabilities. I was still, you know how I am. Um, but it tasted fine. I just don't know if it's worth the cost. I mean, I wouldn't mind like trying like there's like the Four Sigmatic and different things like that. You can get like all that different stuff. I do add espresso to my espresso. I have this espresso powder that I add. I love it a lot. Cindy says that it has to have zero coffee flavor for her. Well, mushrooms I don't think taste like coffee because it's not coffee. But I've always mixed it with my coffee, so I don't know how it actually how it tastes. Maybe you might want to reach out to like see like if they have any kind of like single servings or whatever. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, they're like not that cheap. This is what I tried before. I'll pull it up for a second here. So this is what I tried before. So this is that Simple Truth organic mushroom coffee. Let's take a look and see. I don't know if there's any coffee in it. I think there is coffee. It says it's 30 servings. I don't know if that's necessarily true. So like a month worth. I mean, obviously it's going to say, vegan, keto, paleo friendly. Trying to find the ingredients. Let's see if I can. Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, there is coffee in this. So there's organic coffee, fair trade certified, organic mushroom extracts, chaga, lion's mane, reishi, cordyceps, shiitake, turkey tail, fair trade certified by Fair Trade USA. Disclaimer: actual product packaging and materials may contain additional and/or different ingredient, nutritional or proper. Blah 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 blah. One carbohydrate per teaspoon. And you're only going to use 1 teaspoon in your coffee anyway. 5 calories. Yeah. So I mean, this is going to be coffee, so you probably won't like it. But it's definitely something to keep in mind, right? Yeah, Sonny says mushroom coffee sounds yuck to me. Home remedy for burn. Next time, instead of running cold water, put a layer of toothpaste over it. It'll take care of the burn effectively. I do it all my life. It works. Well, it's good to know. I didn't, I'm glad. Hope of Michigan Keto does talk about mushroom coffee. How about brewed cocoa plant? I'd rather have that than mushrooms. Stacy says, I didn't like mushroom coffee. Gave it to the pastor's wife who wanted to try it too, and I still drink real coffee. Yeah, I just wanted to give it a try. I didn't notice any difference. I didn't notice a difference in flavor. I didn't notice anything difference in like how my brain was functioning. Nothing different, nothing crazy. Rise mushroom coffee is what I'm drinking this month. Let's see if we can find that. Let's see. See if I can look that up here. All right, let's take a look at this Rise coffee and see what we've got in here. Let's see. It's got a bunch of different stuff: MCTs, coffee, antioxidants. So these all have coffee too. Black coffee versus, let's see, do we get to the ingredients? Ingredients: organic mushroom blend, organic instant Arabica coffee, MCT, coconut milk. Less than 1 gram per teaspoon or two. This is for tablespoon. Okay, so there's a lot in that. And you get a bunch. So an 8 ounce, that's, so yeah, I would just add this into my regular coffee. Yeah, definitely something for me to think about because I burn myself like on a monthly basis. I'm always hurting myself. Something pops on me, grease pops on me. Let's see. I took a sip of Carl's Cup at Andy's for Thanksgiving. It was nasty. Mushroom coffee. Basically, they're just taking different types of mushrooms and then blending them into like a powder and adding them to coffee. So you really don't even taste the mushrooms. I didn't taste any mushrooms. I mean, coffee already has that kind of umami flavor anyway, so you're not really going to notice it much anyway. Um, Chris says, I love mushrooms, but I'd rather eat them. Master's allergic, so I almost never have anything with mushrooms around, even myself, just to be safe. Yeah, that's a good plan. I did. I did. I figured I'd give you guys a break. Hope that helps. Becky says, so there's still coffee. Why not drink the coffee and cook the mushrooms? Well, I don't like mushrooms. So if I'm going to need the benefits of mushrooms, I got to put it in somewhere where I'm not going to notice. Might as well do it in a situation like this. How much is this Rise stuff? And how many servings is in this? This is $40. Oh my goodness. How many servings is in this? 30 servings for $40. 30, that's a month's supply. Wow, that's crazy talk. I'm too cheap. I'm too cheap. Here's mushroom hot cocoa. So this is mushroom. Oh, you guys can't see that. Hold on. So this is mushroom hot cocoa. If you don't like coffee, I imagine this has probably got 3 grams total sugar. So it like, so yeah, so total carbohydrates 6, 1 fiber. So 5 total carbs. So 6 total carbs for a tablespoon. This is glycine, organic reishi extract, L-theanine, zinc, melatonin, cocoa powder, chicory root, coconut milk powder, coconut water powder. So I don't know. This is something that might, if you like hot cocoa and you want something to help you sleep at night, that's interesting. Yeah, and Victor says mushrooms have a ton of benefits. Sonny says I have a bag of Rise in my kitchen, the one that my son gave me. Um, Karen is here. Good morning, Karen. I just couldn't get up this morning. I know. I was a struggle for me to get up at 6. I was struggling. Sharon is like, it's 6, babe, and I'm like, ah. Well, not quite so dramatic. Oh, let's see. And Andy says better than Starbucks. I mean, there's not a lot better than Starbucks. The only time Starbucks is better is if it's Starbucks or no coffee. That's when Starbucks is. That's where Starbucks shines. Starbucks shines is if it's either Starbucks or no coffee at all. And then I get a venti blonde Americano with heavy cream, sometimes 2 of those. Karen Harrington's in the house. Good morning, Karen. They finally found you on a Sunday morning. Well, thank you for joining us. Truly appreciate you. We're just kind of talking about different types of coffees. This is a hot cocoa. Let's see. There was something else in here. Let's see. There's matcha, hot cocoa. Let's see. What is this one? This one's another. That's the Rise coffee. Nighttime peppermint cocoa mix. Ooh, what is this? Probably not keto any stretch of the imagination, but we'll look and see. All right. So this is, yeah, 12 grams total carbs and 17 grams of powder. Nope. but it's worth looking into. Yeah. Stacy says we'll be starting the support group back up in January. Easy peasy keto is a weekly get together at our home to talk all things keto, plus life issues, sharing the love. And Shane and I do plan on coming to one of those if you guys are still doing them on Thursdays, if I'm not mistaken, or hopefully we could do something like that on a Thursday so we come up and visit. That would be great. Up at 3 a.m. My sleep is crap. Oh my goodness, that's rough. So rough. Ugh. Carl says, I agree with you on Starbucks. Would rather skip it. Don't like their coffee or their politics. I don't care. I mean, a company's going to have company politics, and I don't care because a company shouldn't have politics, in my opinion. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm there for a product or a service. And I mean, you can get into the politics of, a lot of companies that kind of politic where they shouldn't. Chick-fil-A, they get into stuff they shouldn't be in and all that stuff. And, just one of those things. It's just difficult. I mean, if you start getting into like if you're getting into the politics of companies you would never shop at Walmart, I mean, it's a Pandora's box. But Starbucks to me is either if Starbucks is great if it's only Starbucks as your option. Charlie's in the house. Good morning, Charlie. I'm still heading or adjusting back to Indiana time from having vacation to Disneyland in California. Definitely not SoCal weather here. I hope you had a wonderful time at Disneyland. I don't see how you could not have a wonderful time at Disneyland. I hope to one day visit Disneyland. California is not one of those places that I'm super excited to go to unless it's for Disneyland. But yeah, I've been to California before, but let's see. She needs 4 new subscribers. Get your keto carnivore peeps out. Carnivore K. 4 new subscribers. We need it. Let's get it. Let's go. If you're not subscribed, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get on it. Go subscribe to I can talk. Carnivore K. Heading to pick up my mom from the hospital. Hope you all have a great day. Victor, have a wonderful day. Be safe. Take care and talk to you guys soon. Just subscribe. 3 to go. I wouldn't get coffee at Chick-fil-A either. 100%. Let's see. McDonald's, weirdly enough, has a decent coffee. I drank it for a long time because I would just drop in there, and it was much cheaper than going to a coffee shop. It used to be $1, and then it was like I don't know what it is now, probably $1.80 for a 20-ounce cup of coffee, but I don't know. But yeah. Yes, sending love to Victor. Hopefully his mother's feeling better. Just subscribe. I somehow didn't already. Look at that. Look at that. Chris Cook in Nashville is the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down. You're the best. That's why I don't karaoke, folks. That's why I do not karaoke. Wow, you guys are blurry. Oh my goodness. I can't see. Can't see the chats. If you're ever going to talk crap, right now's the time. Yeah. Got these thick boy glasses. Ash did too. Look at that. Subscribed as well. Good morning. In the middle of a forest. Good morning. I was Kay's 50th subscriber. Fantastic. Look at that. Subscribed. Let me make sure I'm subscribed. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I am, but let me just double check that here. I am subscribed. 53 subscribers. 53 subscribers for Carnivore K. Look at that. 100% fantastic. We're doing it. We're awesome. What's that other song? Everything I do it for you. Oh. Now I want to go watch Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Oh, it's such a good movie. I'm very sensitive to allergens, so I'm even allergic to avocado. No free shavacado? Oh, I don't care. I don't dare try drink with too many ingredients that I don't know. It's probably better for all of us to do that. You are so very welcome, Carnivore K. You're so very welcome. Brian just subbed. Now K can do live streams as well. Yes. Stacy says, we drink McDonald's coffee on our travels. They have real butter to add. Now that opens up discussions quite often. Yeah. Dude, the movie's so good. I saw it in theaters when I was a kid. My brother and I went. My mom used to just drop us off at the movies. So we would go see just about anything and everything all the time. I mean, movies were cheap. My grandma would give us money to go to the movies. My mom would drop us off. And so we saw like all kinds of movies, like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I have a special edition DVD downstairs. I don't even think we have I think we have a Blu-ray player now, but I don't even think we've ever even hooked it up. Yeah. Let's see, in the middle of a forest. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so check this out. Think about all the millions and billions of people that need help. There is no shortage of people who are going to be coming through looking for help, looking for a community, looking for that push they need to keep them on track. There is no way, shape, or form that we are in any kind of famine of people, subscribers, watchers, anything like that. We should never, ever have a famine mentality when it comes to the content that we make, the community that we have. We should not, because there's always going to be new people. More people watch YouTube than watch Netflix. And I would say, we're here. We're here to, we're here to help. And I'm not here to gatekeep. I'm not here to do any of that. I've talked about this earlier in this very stream. I don't care if you go live at the same time as me. I will still shout you out if I know. Just because you going live at the same time as me doesn't mean you're stepping on my toes. It doesn't mean that you're trying to, take away my viewership. Because if somebody wants to watch my content bad enough, they're going to either catch it live or they're going to watch the replay. But if I don't share their content, I may be keeping someone back from information that could change their life. Just like last Tuesday when the Lioness group was going live at the same time as me, then Shannon and I shared it out. I said, hey, if this is something you think you need, watch their channel and catch our replay. I don't know what you need. You may need just the goofiness that is Shannon and I on a Tuesday. You may need something that the Carnivore Girls talked about with Courtney Luna. You know what I mean? You can catch my replay all the time. I don't take them down. I don't edit them. You can go back and see the chats as they are. We're here to support one another. We're here to make sure each and every one of us gets the information we need. Now, I enjoy you guys being here live with me. It means the world to me. But I'm not willing to sacrifice my own integrity to keep people from watching someone else's channel. That being said, let's see. Carnivore K is going to be on with Cindy on December the 20th. I almost said 2nd. That's not right. Let's see. Chris says there are a million, maybe billions of people who need this help. Supporting each other helps us all reach more people. Together we change the world, and that's the goal. The goal is to make sure we can find all the hopeless and helpless people who are feeling a certain kind of way, that think that, there's nothing they can do to fix the situation that they're in. And maybe they're right, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to try, because that's what we're here for. That's correct. We're all in this together. 100%. Love for Life says we are in this together. Seriously, it's free to help one another. I mean, realistically, I think it's a net positive to help each other. I think we get more out of it than we put into it to help somebody else. All the hours that we put into doing this, the thumbnails, the editing, all the things that we do, the recipes, the research, all the things that we do, we're doing it to help one another. And there's no reason not to. I don't care if I never made another cent off of this channel. I'm still going to do it. It doesn't matter if I go broke. It doesn't matter if I have nothing left to give. Still going to do this channel as long as I have the internet and power and the ability to make videos and edit them and do anything I need to do. I'm going to do it. Because that's what I signed up for. I'm here for it. Let's see. Charlie says, I practically lived on McDonald's this past week, ordering burger patties, cheese almost every day. The smoked turkey legs at Disney were nice. Occasional break from that. Yeah, I mean, I thought you were going to talk about coffee, but I'm like, you've never had coffee before, which is weird. Cindy says, same Dustin, mine are always available on replay, 100%. Chris says, definitely need to have you on my channel for an interview sometime, Kay. Look at that. Cindy said, I just checked my channel. I'm at 1,006 subscribers. I need 166 watch hours to reach 4,000. Let's go. So after this live, go over to Cindy's live streams. I'm sure she has some kind of playlist. Go in and click a playlist. Give her at least just let it play while you leave the room. That'll give her a couple, like maybe 5, 6, 7 hours, depending on how long you let it play during the day. Hopefully get her there where she needs to be. Tune into her lives, watch the replays, interact, show the love. That's how we grow. Low carb spin. Karen says, I just love all the bits and pieces of this lifestyle that we all get from one another, especially all the valuable information from subscriber comments. 100%. Thank you so much, Love for Life. I appreciate you very much. She says, I love your spirit, Dustin. Well, I'm glad. Let's see. Andy says, last week you were 270 hours. You're almost there. Yay. That used to stress me out so much when I finally hit the 4,000 watch hours. It would stress me out. I'm like, well, how am I going to keep it? Because like you start looking at how many you need, like 11 and a half hours a day, like 300 hours a month. And it's like, but then then you start looking at, what you need, and you can and then I can do one of these lives and get 100 hours. And I get all the interaction, and I get all of you to hang out with me, and I get so much more out of it than the watch hours, obviously. But that's just one of those things. Like, YouTube can stress you out. I know Chris can attest to this. If Victor was still here, he could attest to this. Cindy knows. Anybody who makes content on this platform knows it can truly stress you out. But you just kind of have to just let it go and just trust the process. Because the only reason to look at analytics is to learn, not to stress over analytics. As you start looking at one of the things that I recommend is when you're looking at something like the algorithm, replace the word algorithm with audience. What does the audience want to see from me? What is the audience going to like this video? If I put this video out, is there going to be an audience for this video? Yeah, Chris said, everybody go to Cindy's channel after the live and start binging videos. She's so close and we need to help her 1000%. Cindy says that she replies to all of the comments. I reply to all of my comments. It's not hard now, but I imagine over time it will compound and become more difficult. Cindy says, thank you, Andy, Chris, and Dustin. Becky said, only if you're willing to help yourself. I'm sending yours the carnivore and keto channels link to her. She's doing the low fat, high carb standard American diet. Oh my goodness. We've all been there. We've all been there. Brian Doyle's in the house. Good morning. Headed to Nashville for 3 weeks for training in a new job. Oh, right. Nashville's a cool town to be stuck in, I guess. I've been to Nashville a little bit. There's a Johnny Cash museum I'd recommend checking out. There's a guy that lives down there. His name is Chris Cook in Nashville. That dude's he's pretty okay. Cindy says the worst thing to do is stress about analytics. I did that getting to 500 and 3,000. It's so easy to stress about. And that's where other, bigger creators can come in and go, you don't have to stress. Trust the process. Always work on your content. Always try to make your thumbnails a little bit better, your titles a little bit better, your content a little bit better. You're going to get better in front of the camera. You're going to get better at engaging your audience. You're going to be able to start to understand your audience better. You're going to be able to provide them with the content that they want to see. Because if you are providing content that makes them click, you're never going to have an issue. But never stress about what your audience may want. You just start to figure it out. Love for Life says, I'm going to your channel next, Cindy. Fantastic. Look at that. In the middle of the forest, selfish plug here. I am having a huge 1,000 subscriber drawing today. Join and enter the drawing. One will win. But if I feel the spirit kick in, it could be a bonus last minute drawing. Okay, can we get her channel in here as well? Because I don't know if I follow her or not. And I want to follow her to make sure she's good to go. And Chris says it can be very hard to do this, but it's so fulfilling too. Focusing on good work is all you can do. And you don't even have to put 40 hours into a video. You can record a video, not even edit it, just basically slap an intro and an outro on it or whatever, put some lower thirds in it or whatever it is you're going to do and throw it up. You will get better at editing. You will get better at knowing what you need to do. Think about someone like, some of the biggest YouTubers are very simple. And I would hate to say that someone like Casey Neistat is simple, but even as big as he is, his content is still relatively simple. The complexity of his content is the story he tells. He still hand writes out things on paper and puts it on the screen. He has a very unique way of telling a story. What kind of story are you trying to tell? Work on telling your story. Your story is your daily life or whatever it is, the recipes that you make, whatever. How do you interact with your viewers? Can you give them what they want? Most likely you can, as only you can do that. Only you can prevent forest fires. Becky says, thank you for doing the work of taping and editing, Dustin and Chris cooking that. Well, yeah. I mean, it's really, yeah. We love it though. I love editing content. I love editing videos. I love making shorts. Like I was making that new keto chow short that I released this week. And at first I was like, I just wasn't liking it. And then I wasn't liking it. And then I added a few things and all of a sudden it all came together and I was like, I made that. Wow, that's pretty cool. Sometimes I impress myself. And that sounds conceited, but it's easy to doubt yourself. It's easy to really not understand your own worth when you're making this kind of content. And sometimes I even get down on myself. I'm like, I'm not going to make a good video here. And then when I'm done editing it, I'm like, oh, wow, that came out a lot better than I thought it would. So, yeah, Chris telling Brian, enjoy Nashville. It's a fun town. It's lives that jumped. I don't know what's going on. Becky says, thank you, everyone. I miss pickleball every Sunday to hang out here. Well, that's fantastic. Andy says, gotta go. We're reaching our destination. Love you and everyone here. Love you too, dear. Okay, there's that. Let me go ahead and let's see. Make sure. I don't know if I'm subscribed or not. I am not. All right. I have it up so I can watch after. Subscribed. I subscribed. Yeah, so just to like, we all have YouTubers that we really like to watch, and there's a lot of things you can look at and learn from. Like I tried to take, I tried to look and see what Sahil over at Headbanger's Kitchen was doing. He was had vibrant colors in his content. His music was always good. He was using his own music, and the way he would put his camera and all these things. And I tried to kind of emulate that a little bit. It never quite came out the same way, but so just look at YouTubers that you like, try to see what they do. How can you make content? How do you put your own mark on your content? You know, Cindy says, I do as little editing as possible. If I screw it up, it's just me and I'm human and I laugh at myself in the process. That's perfectly good too. I was saying that when Brian joined me on the Wednesday lives, the numbers jumped a bit. I mean, he's pretty cool. We love Brian. Let's see. Karen says, I feel you have to keep checking if you're still subscribed to channels. Here's the deal. So if you just go and blindly subscribe to channels but don't interact with their content, YouTube may unsubscribe you. I don't know why, but I mean, I guess it's to kind of keep like bots from just randomly subscribing you to channels or whatever, or just having because like you can get subscribers. I guess okay, so people can pay for subscribers, so they'll just go in and farm. Like you can pay for 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, or whatever you want to pay for. But that doesn't bring engagement. So basically, you're just getting a number, but that doesn't help you with watch time. You can pay for watch time too, which I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't recommend buying your subscribers either because those subscribers don't do you any good. Because if you don't have the watch time or the engagement, then having 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 subscribers really doesn't do you a whole lot of good. So, I just kind of feel like just making sure that you do subscribe and you do interact with anybody that you subscribe to. It's so hard to watch everyone on YouTube, and YouTube unsubscribes you if you're not actively watching. It's just if you're paying attention in the beginning when you first subscribe, it's not as bad. But there's been channels that I've been subscribed to for a decade, and they haven't released any information or new videos. But I also will go back sometimes and go, oh, I remember being subscribed to them and watch an old video or something, and then oh, I missed them. I wish they'd make more content. I imagine there's a reason for what they do. Chris says, truthfully, for a creator, unsubscribing people who don't ever interact is probably a kindness. Subscribers that ignore your videos hurt your algorithm. Yeah, I mean, like if you're subscribed and like they show you content but you never click on it, then what's the point of being subscribed? And really, after 1,000 subscribers, really it's a vanity metric. I mean, we all want to get those numbers. We want to hit 10,000. We want to hit 100,000. We want to hit 1,000,000 subscribers. But just one of those, like this, I mean, really, it is at the end of the day a vanity metric if people aren't watching your content. The real thing is the people who click your content come back to watch your content, and watching your views on each subsequent video going up and up and up, and let you know that you're doing the right thing. Subscribers will come, subscribers will go. And then you can even dig in your analytics and see how many people have subscribed to your channel over time. I mean, I've had probably close to 10,000 subscribers over the years, but I mean, I hit 5,500, and I got like 5,503, and now I'm back at 4,499. So, what are you going to do? The engagement is really what you want. You want engagement. You want people coming and leaving comments. You want to reply to their comments. You want them to come in and watch your content. You want them to come in and chat while you're in your lives. You want them to be a part of your community. Without that, subscribers really don't mean much. Views don't mean much. If you're not, I mean, I guess if you're just a channel that you're only looking for views and subscribers, you don't really build a community, then it doesn't matter. But for someone like myself and Chris and Cindy and Andy and all the people that have these channels, and we're really trying to grow a community and trying to help people, the engagement, the interaction, the just the camaraderie that we build here is the true gift. Like if you're watching over on Twitter, let me know. I know I have people watching over on Twitter right now. So if you're watching over on Twitter, let me know. I always like to know who's watching over there. Um, Cindy says, "Did you know that James and Emily's video yesterday, the community?" I saw it this morning. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I was gone most of the day yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. I did click on it and liked it today, but I haven't actually got a chance to watch it because when I logged in up here this morning, I saw that it was there. They have like 800 views, so they're doing good. Um, I love them, and I'm glad they're back to making content and putting out videos. They needed to kind of find their own thing. They've been struggling with who they want to be on YouTube and who they think they are on YouTube and all that. And they didn't want to come off as something that they're not. So I mean, I really look at that, and it's a definite tribute to their character. But they didn't want to come on and just make videos on something that they're not. They wanted to kind of find who they are and continue making content that really showcases who they are and what they want to present to you, so they can be truthful and kind of be and live their own truth. So I think that's very, very huge for a channel, and I think that's great. So if you're not subscribed to them, Cindy, if you would put their link in the chat so people can go and subscribe to uh excuse me, James and Emily. Ugh, goodness gracious. So that they can get the subscribers. They're fantastic people. I've been friends with them for a long time now. I actually met them in person before I ever knew they had a channel. So it was a very, them and Dawn Does Keto or whatever their channel is now. So it is, yeah. So make sure that all these channels get put in here. Um, they're fantastic. Thank you, Cindy. You are the best. Yvonne is in the house. Good morning, Yvonne. I'm glad to see you. Thank you so very much for being here. Thank you. What did I miss? Cindy, a little more pain since the ultrasound yesterday, but kidney is still working beautifully. Well, that's fantastic. Glad to hear it. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I'm like Rice Krispies, just snap, crackle, and pop. Oh. We did it. We did it. We did it. We're here. 2 hours we've been talking. I'm out of coffee. I have some errands to run today before I go to work. I need to see if I can find a doll for the kid. Oh, okay. So Yvonne said that her husband or her hubby had received a kidney transplant last Monday. Well, fantastic. Well, I hope that works out well. Kidneys are very important. We like kidneys. It's one of my favorite organs. Nice Rose impersonation. Oh, the king of the world! Yeah, that's me. But again, I want to say thank you to everybody who has supported the channel today. Christian Delorme with 2 different super chats for $7 Canadian. Chris Morganson gifted 10 memberships. Cindy with $10. Sonny gifting 5 memberships, and Love for Life becoming a new member. I truly appreciate each and every single one of you. I want to put this across the top here again just to show all the members that we had up until today. All 95 of you. Fantastic, wonderful people, the best people on the planet. All members here. I've got to get in contact with Costco today. I had his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Yes, have a great day, everybody. Have a great day. I want to say thank you again to each and every one of you for being here, making my Sunday very special. I couldn't do it without each and every one of you. Otherwise, I would just be a talking head talking to nobody. That would be kind of sad. But you were here. You're showing me love. Fantastic. I love each and every single one of you. Have a wonderful day, Chris, Karen, Kay, all of you wonderful people. Thank you all so much. Truly, truly happy to have each and every one of you in my life. Yes, have an amazing day, everybody. So many wonderful people here today with me. Truly appreciative. And with that, I want to say goodbye. I love your faces. And we'll see you on Tuesday, everybody. Bye now.